Hello, Taurus. This is Erica, and I will be doing your January 2020 Love Tarot reading. I was going to do like an all year thing or a 2020 scope, and I realized that's probably ridiculous because, so many things are going to change from now till then. Uh, you know, our timelines are changed by the choices we make. So who knows? Who knows? So we'll just be doing it month to month. Okay. Okay. So this is good for your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, Jupiter, Mars. First freaking house, anywhere it resonates, honestly. Vedic or Western. Like I'm a Gemini in Western, but I'm a Taurus in Vedic. And I've been finding I resonate with my Taurus more lately. It's very interesting. All right, so let's get into it. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your message, it's not your message. Don't try to make it fit. Okay? Okay. So let's get into it. So what's been going on in the recent, thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, universe, angels. What's been going on in the recent past for love for my Taurus people? Recent past in love. Separation, huh? Time apart from your partners on the horizon. Well, I guess since it's in the past, it already happened. Or could be coming up. Interesting. Let's look at the present. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Is it with this person or a different person? I hope it's a different person, low key. But that's just me. Could be for a lot of you the same person. But you know what? We shall see. We shall see. Future, 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 future. Near future in love. For my Taurans. This is deep. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Overall, playfulness. To recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Start having fun again. Stop taking love so seriously. That's when things stop in our life. When we stop having fun. And I know that's the truth. That's what's happening. Man, when I don't give a fuck and I'm having fun, love is like coming for me from every direction. And then when I start taking shit too seriously, it's just like desert and cobwebs and just nothingness. So, have fun. Listen to some fun music. Dance. Do your hobbies. Go on dates. Don't expect anything. Detach from outcomes. But know what you want, though. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Alright. So, I need you to clarify separation. One more. Alright. Separation. Why is separation here in the recent past? Why is separation here? You could have found out some things about the person you were dealing with. And even though you didn't want to let them go, you felt like you had to. But it's the universe working behind the scenes. But why, though? We shall find out. Alright, clarify separation. Hopefully, the person you're dealing with doesn't have... That is such a terrible haircut. Oof, that is a terrible haircut. Anyways, I'm going to put these back, but I'm going to show you real quick. Six of Wands, Temperance reversed, and the Two of Pentacles reversed. If they're meant to come back out, they will. But, yeah, maybe you found out something and you're like, I'm out of here. And it wasn't even like a sad goodbye. Like you might have been at the point you were like, I'm tired of this shit so much. Watch me walk away because I look so good walking away. And you kind of felt good about it. All right. Shit. So, in the recent past with the separation, it's like I feel like you were trying to, like you went back and forth with this person, I feel like for a while. It's like you were trying to heal from them. You were trying to move on. They would come back or you would go back, and then you'd have to start the cycle all over again. You might be good for a little bit, then you would have to start over trying to heal, trying to get your shit back together, trying to get to where you want to go, and then they would come back, and then it's like, fuck. It was a cycle of going back and forth. I feel like they were very, I don't know if it was you or them, that somebody was very naive, like hoping for the best, even knowing that it wasn't going to happen. Like a lot of women, and men do it too. We have a tendency that we meet somebody, you know, they're a hot fucking mess. But you're like, oh, but love wins. Maybe I can, love them to stop being a fucking idiot. It doesn't happen. But we like to what do you say? Look at the best in people. And unfortunately, we got ourselves. We played a joke on our fucking selves, right? But this person was just like very emotionally unavailable, very emotionally imbalanced. Like this person could have been like borderline bipolar, I'm getting. This person did not know what healthy love was. And we tried to stick around to show them what healthy love was, but it didn't happen. So in the end, we saw the error of our ways and we were like, I need to wake the fuck up and I need to get out of here. I need to move on. So there might have been some words that were said. And again, though, it's like still, even though you told them like what you felt, you're like, I don't see us being able to be together. I don't see us being able to work on this. But even though you told them, like, I don't see this working out, I don't want to work this out, somehow you got like, you couldn't really give it up still. You still had a hard time letting it go. You still had a hard time letting this person go. It could have been a water sign. There's heavy water here. Also, just, it could have been very emotionally draining for you as well. But it forced you to figure out what was making you feel like shit in your life. And also showing you what you don't want out of another partner. The next partner you want somebody that's stable, that has, that isn't Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Mrs. Hyde, whatever. You didn't want split personality people anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were so over it. And you might have went through like a little time of depression. It might not have been like a crazy depression. You could have been like really tired a lot, I'm getting. But you went through a time you're like, I thought this person was like, I thought we were going to get married. I thought we were going to have a family. I thought this was it. I thought this was the one. But this person, all they do is like a psychic vampire. All they do is drain the fuck out of me. And I try to see the best in them. I try to be there for this person, but they don't know how to let me in and they don't know how to let me love them. And rest assured, this is not your fucking fault. This person literally has lessons they need to learn. And a part of their lesson in your life was for you to realize how to value yourself more and how to sometimes, even though your emotions are saying one thing, sometimes you have to go with your head. You have to go with your spirit, really, actually. I'll say that. Sometimes logic, it's fucking stupid too. But I feel like deep down you knew that you really, like, in the past, you knew that you had to trust the universe. The universe was telling you, like, giving you steps, like, hey, just leave. If you're supposed to be together, y'all will be together. But if you want something different, I have something 100% better for you, So let's see. Why is give your relationship a chance here for my Taurus people? I feel like you might have met somebody new or you're about to meet somebody new and you feel like it's too good to be true. And you're kind of like, you're not wanting to see like this person for who they really are, because you're like you could just be lying just like the other shitbags. Yeah. So I feel like your perception of relationships right now is kind of clouded because of this past person being secretive. They could have been really secretive. You could have found out, they had a lot of secrets, or they had a lot of other people or another person. I feel like they weren't telling you the truth about how they felt as well. Like on the outside, they try to pretend like they didn't care, but deep down, like they wanted you to chase them. The past person wanted you to chase them, but in the same token, they don't know how to love themselves, so they are not fully equipped to love anybody. And so you walked away. You said sayonara. Could be water fire sign. This is interesting. So you decided to walk away from this person because you had enough of their secrets. You had enough of their like moods. You had enough of their shit, right? So as you walked away, I feel like they're not done. I don't like, no, sorry, that kind of came out. They're not done. In their own weird world, you are their perfect match. But the crazy thing is, I feel like you are totally different today than who you were a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever. When you met this person, you were different. So they fell in love with kind of I don't want to say broken part of you. They fell in love with a lower vibrational like person who you were. Like you have done a lot of working on yourself. You have done a lot of healing. But they met you when you were not as grounded and stable in yourself and not as self-confident. And so they are still attached to the old version of yourself. And the reason is because they can't accept who you are now. They cannot accept who you've become. They cannot accept that you have outgrown your own self, and you have honestly outgrown them, and you don't want to work on anything with them anymore because you can't. They don't have anything to offer you anymore. But they don't understand that because they are in like their own little fantasy world. They are in their own little fantasy world. But the good thing is the Wheel of Fortune's a-turning. It's a-turning. Cycles are ending. Things are closing out. And unfortunately, they're going to have to deal with their own shit and their own fantasies. And I feel like they're going to bother you. Like, this could be somebody that, like, you tell them to go the fuck away. And it's like, yeah, your feelings are still there. But like, logically, like, you are no good for me. You tell them to go away. And they find a way to message you. They message you on your email or something. You're like, I blocked you on everything else but that. What the fuck? So, they got to deal with their own things. Unfortunately, I feel like they're not going to change. They're never going to have the confidence to be with somebody like you. Okay? They're going to be the kind of person that would always question your motives, your words, and they would emotionally shut down because they can't handle somebody like you that is so sure of themselves, that knows what they want, that knows that they're going to get it, that also knows, like, that you're a hot commodity. So why would you let yourself have less than that? So the Wheel of Fortune's a-turning, and you are becoming more confident, more self-assured. I feel like you are manifesting things in your life. What are you manifesting? You're manifesting healing. You're manifesting. Also, I feel like You're manifesting a relationship that is going to be healing, that is going to be, what is it? Very soulful. Like there's going to be a deep soul connection, and that it's going to be very, it's going to be divinely guided, divinely ordained. Like you have an angel in here too, and an angel here, right? So I feel like it's going to be something you really like. You're manifesting somebody, I feel like, that is literally like picked out for you from your like angels, your ancestors, your loved ones that have passed on. Like they're like, I like this person for this person, because y'all have both been through a lot of shit, but you've learned to heal. You've learned to rise above shit, you know what I'm saying? And do better for yourself, and always choose the higher road. And that's what you need in somebody that's very positive as well. And so because you're feeling yourself, you're manifesting good things, you're getting in a good place within yourself, you have done a lot of healing to get to where you are. I just dropped, okay. You've done a lot of healing, and you're at a place where you're like, I'm only going to accept people that honor my progress, basically. Like, I'm going to hold on to what I have. I'm not going to just let anybody have me anymore, because not anybody, just anybody deserves me. So, interesting. So what's this relationship? How do you have double? What the shit? What the shit? Out of... And that's weird that it went on the same. Anyways, so. Interesting. You're going to want, if you meet somebody new, you're about to meet somebody new, and they can be pretty sexy, have a fit body. Anyways, it's like you left that person, your wheel of fortune changed, you started feeling really good about yourself and knowing that somebody was coming that was good for you, because you deserve it with all the shit that you've been through. And then you put your guard up. You're like, I'm only going to accept what's good for me. But then you start putting your guard up a little way too much. You start getting in your head. You start kind of closing down maybe your heart a little bit, because you're scared of getting hurt. You meet this person and you're like, they're a fucking angel, like there's no way that people like this exist anymore. Like, this person's way too fucking good. They're probably a secret serial killer. And it makes you fucking scared. And so you shut down and you're like, I don't want to offer anything. I don't want to offer anything. Like, I might hang around, but, I might offer you like a little bit of commitment or a little bit of my time, but I'm scared as shit to really open up and give you anything worth giving. And you feel like you've kind of lost control a little bit, because usually it's like you're able to control how you feel about a person. You're able to stop talking to a person if you feel like there's red flags. But I feel like your spirit's trying to tell you, like, this is not a red flag. Like, you're kind of just being crazy. You're not being crazy. You're being fearful. You're being fearful that you're going to get lied to again, like you have in the past. But you need to just open up and let shit happen. Because at the end of the day, okay, there's two things that can happen. Either this person can be a shitbag and they could lie to you, and then that's that. You move on to the next one. As long as you do things right, you don't have any bad karma that you're taking, honestly. You're making good karma. Or this person could be who they really are, and they could be amazing for you. And you're going to miss out on it if you don't open up and just let things happen. Just as crazy as it sounds, sometimes you just need to let you need to let your emotions just take control. All right. So why is this? So I know why this situation is calling for you to have faith, but clarify trust for me. Okay. See? You have your guard way up against somebody that could be a soulmate potential. Somebody that is like your counterpart, is your peanut butter to your jelly, is your Kool-Aid to your sugar, or vice versa, whatever. You might be the sugar. But this person, if he's somebody that you have prayed for, you have another angel here. Like, your angels are heavy in answering what you've been praying for, but you're like scared about it. You're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. This might be a trap. And the angel's like, come on, man. So you need to let your guard down. But I feel like it's not going to be hard for you to let your guard down. I mean, you have a 9 here. So it could be that, in the past you've been heavily guarded against people. And it's been a cycle. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. But it's a cycle that's closing out. And you're going to learn to open up and just embrace what happens. And it's going to be a very passionate what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah. 9-9. Okay. You could be seeing some 9s. Oof. So, in letting your guard down, you're going to end up being very guarded against this connection. And you're going to have to make a choice. Do I do what I've always done before, take the easy road, or do I go ahead and take the high road? But I feel like you are going to maybe kind of get in your feels for a little bit and kind of get scared and run away and just be like, I'm just going to be solo dolo for a little bit. And you might just go ahead and just block everybody and just kind of be in your own world for a little bit because you don't know how to handle this situation. You're just like, I'm so fucking tired of love and it being so fucking hard. Like, I'm just not going to deal with it for a little bit. I'm just going to focus on my work, focus on myself, and that's it. But I feel like you're going to realize that it's all an illusion of what's going on, and you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice of, you can't keep the charade of pretending that you don't want somebody. Because in the end you realize, okay, yeah, I really do want somebody. Jesus Christ. There's going to be a lot of people, I feel like, that are going to be after you in December. And you are just going to be blocking people left and freaking right. Good God. You're going to be blocking people left and right. But there's going to come a choice where you're going to finally stop running from what you don't want. And you're going to have one of those go within kind of moments. And you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out back to who you really are. And you'll be ready. You'll be ready to give love. You'll be ready to get love. You'll be ready to open up. It's not going to be an easy road. There's going to be a lot of fuckery here and there. Unfortunately, it's not a straightforward path to love. But it's a lot of lessons that you're going to learn. And that's what a lot of life is fucking teaching us lessons. But you're going to have trust that everything's happening the way it's supposed to happen. I would say, try to let your guard down more. But, bottom of the deck, King of Cups. You have a good person that's coming in for you. Again, it's going to be it might scare you that if you wrote down everything you want in a person, this person could be like, oh my God, it's they're straight from the paper. They fucking manifested from the paper and here they are. What the fuck do I do? And it could scare the shit out of you so much is why you retreat. You freaking just cut off love for a while, cut off everybody. You're just trying to be in your own little world. But there's going to be a tower moment that could come through a dream, actually. You might dream about this situation, and you're going to be like, hey, yo, I fucked up. Is there any chance that maybe we can be together? I feel like you will. You'll be able to. All right. So, what is the biggest thing that's keeping my Taurus people from love in January 2020? What is the biggest thing that's keeping my Taurus people from love in January 2020? One card. Thank you. Inner child. Interesting. Where's my book? I have to read from the book because it's a lot of shit to learn. Let's see. All right. Inner child. And it's a 16. So it's like new beginnings in relationships are making you, they're forcing you on the right path. 1 + 6 is 7. To me, 7 is all about you're on the right path. Listen to your intuition. You're on the right path. So, inner child. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little. Get out of your comfort zone and have fun. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imagination, creativity, and spontaneity. When was the last time you did something spontaneous, intuitive, and outrageous? When and with whom did you feel inhibited, relaxed, and completely comfortable to be yourself? Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment. That could be really your biggest issue is abandonment. You are so scared to be abandoned again. The person in the past could have told you, I will be there for you no matter what. I'll never leave you. I'll always be there for you. And then left you at like the worst times possible. Or just broke their promise. They could have promised you all this stuff and that's why like it fucked with you. Which again could stem from childhood. Anyways, it can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, originally, and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bring up anxiety, fear, and suspicion. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence, compassion, creativity, talents, and joy. A healthy inner child can help you to connect to your integrity, divinity, and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. So the suggestion in connecting with your inner child is find a photo of you as a child between the ages of 3 and 8. Look at this picture. What do you see in your eyes? What is the expression on your face? If this little child had a voice, what would she or he say to you? Take some paper and using your non-dominant hand, write dear, and then put your name there. I feel. Give the little you, quote unquote little you, a chance to express itself. Then write a loving response from the adult you. Ask the child in you what he or she needs to feel better. Then follow the child's recommendation. That is beautiful. I need to do that for myself. All right, Taurus, so I hope that resonates. If it doesn't, check out your other signs. Take what resonates, leave the rest, or you can check out other readers. Regardless, love and light. Love you guys.